In this video, we are going to dive into some amazing Japanese food. I'm talking Kobe beef, yakisoba, sushi, drinks, and of course, ramen, my personal favorite. This is all happening at a restaurant called Hokkaido Ramen, located here in Buford, Georgia. Along with my niece Mo, we are going to try some amazing food and tell you the top things you need to try when you come to this restaurant at Hokkaido Ramen.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Hokkaido Ramen House. I want to give you a little friendly introduction to what we are all about. So what we are about is ramen, fresh sushi, a full bar, and wonderful appetizers. Let you know, Hokkaido is actually a place that is in Japan, and it's an island where they serve a very unique style of ramen, and where the signature part of it comes from the broth, which our chefs take up to 8 hours to cook the broth. So we have pork broth, we got chicken broth, and we also have beef broth. And for those of you that don't eat meat and are vegetarian, we do have a veggie ramen that is very, very good. So recently we did introduce a brand new bar, and we have a specialty cocktail list that's gonna include some of our favorites, like our Hokkaido breakfast. We also have a passion fruit margarita that is really, really amazing. And we also have a small wine list, and we have a full beer draft system. Most people, when they come in here, there's a few things that they would like to try. And let me go ahead and give you that secret before it gets out. So first off, in our appetizer section, you're definitely gonna wanna try our chicken karaage, which is basically marinated pieces of chicken breast that is battered in a very tempura style. And then it's going to be deep fried and served with our special spicy mayo that we make in-house.
All right, this is a very easy dish to like. Chicken karaage is basically chicken that has been marinated in Japanese spices and breaded. This is coming with a spicy mayo, so dipping action. It's good. You can't hate it. The breading is done perfectly. It actually is seasoned very well, and I mean that by the breading. The chicken is seasoned, the breading is seasoning, the spicy mayo is delicious, so, you know, family favorite.
Number two, you're gonna wanna try is our Kobe beef. And Kobe beef is tender slices of steak that's gonna be caught off the grill. It's gonna have a nice little sweet, juicy flavor to it.
All right, guys, so I'm gonna try this out. I know they have a lot of different appetizers, and the Kobe beef is one that I've been wanting to try, especially since I'm carnivorous. So here we go. Okay. Okay. Now, the sauce that it's in is a sweet, almost like a sweet teriyaki sauce. So it's like a teriyaki sliced beef. So that's the best way I can say it. Now, if I'm doing Kobe, I want it to be like medium. This is kind of done more well done. So I guess it's good for everybody. It's universal that way. But if you're coming here and you want to try an appetizer that's not full of carbs, I would try this first. Delicious. It's delicious.
Okay, so we're gonna try this Kobe beef. It's an appetizer. It's looking super, super sweet, super yummy. A piece of the beef. So this, as I guess, is really sweet. Really, it was like sweet. It's like more sweet with like a hint of like savory like behind it, you know? So it's like, it was kind of tough to chew, but we kind of left it out a little bit. So if you get it hot and ready, it might be a lot more softer for you. But it was all in all just like really, I would consider like really sweet, really, really tender, kind of. Also really kind of chewy at the same time. So it's pretty good. I like this one a lot, actually, yeah.
And there now we're gonna move on to the ramen. So ramen, you're gonna wanna come in and try our spicy beef ramen, which is basically the beef is cooked for over 4 hours. So it's almost falls off the bone tender. And it's gonna have a nice house chili oil that's gonna be on top with a little bit of vegetables.
Hey guys, so this is the beef broth, spicy beef ramen. This thing is amazing looking. It actually has like a full-blown like beef brisket shank in this thing. I'm just gonna lit this up. Check that out. Check that out. So you get this with your ramen. Now, the ramen is gonna have the usual tonkatsu style ramen, but this is gonna be a beef broth with a soy sauce base. So it's gonna be more salty on the base side and have that beef broth. You're also gonna have lime in this one, cilantro, onions, and also pieces of beef such as this here. Wow, that looks awesome. As you can see, thank you. Man, this is like my favorite ramen. This ramen, I didn't even try the ramen yet, but the beef is so good. Okay, now trying the ramen. Now the beef was super tender, super flavorful. It's like the broth went inside of it, so it's like this amazing, brothy, beefy goodness. So the beef broth is great. So far, this is my favorite broth. I'm gonna see what Mo thinks, but for me, this is like the broth of the century.
Beef, so I'm gonna go for the beef first, actually. Oh, that is really good. Like, you can tell the broth really got in the meat with that one. It's really savory, it's really delectable, honestly. It's like kind of salty, kind of spicy. It's just really actually, it's really good. Oh my goodness. Let's try the noodles now. A good looking bite. This ramen did not disappoint. This is actually extremely good. Like, the broth just like delivered on all fronts. It was savory, it was like just salty. It was everything I want in a ramen, you know? This really just like went above and beyond. It's absolutely delicious.
The second one that you're gonna wanna try is our Tan Ramen, which is gonna be served with our chashu, which is chopped up, served in there. And it's gonna have a house chili paste that we blend several different spices into a chili paste, which you're not gonna wanna miss.
All right, guys, this is the Tan ramen. If I get a ramen, it's gonna be a Tan style ramen. It's a chicken broth with ginger. Inside of this, you're gonna have the chashu pork. You're going to have the spicy rim you see here, which is basically a spicy chili paste. So this is gonna be a spicier ramen than the other one. So to make this work, you're gonna have to really like mix all this up. It is awesome. It is perfect. All right, there you go. All right, it's not as bad as I thought. Not as spicy as I thought. The chili paste was scaring me, but it has a kick, but it's not too overpowering.
Yeah, we're gonna try this Tan ramen. I'm super excited. It looks really good. This one has a little bit less flavor, it's more mild on the flavor, but the spice level is a lot higher. I think it's like the chili paste that like made it like really spicy. And honestly, the texture of like the bok choy really like adds to like the ramen, because the ramen's really soft in itself, but the bok choy makes it like, honestly, a really pleasant experience in your mouth. Like, I just really like, I like eating this a lot.
And then moving on, we also have our sushi section where we serve grade A sushi. So the first one that we have is a crystal glass roll, which basically, for those of you that don't like rice or are on a strict diet, this is actually the perfect roll for you. It's gonna be rolled in a summer wrap, and it's gonna have lettuce, and it's gonna have shrimp. It's gonna have a little bit of crab salad in there. Like I said, no rice, and then it's gonna be cut up and just like a regular sushi roll. So you're gonna feel like you're eating sushi, but with no guilt afterwards. And then our second sushi roll that is very popular is our Hokkaido mountain roll, which is gonna be select some fish in there. It's gonna be tempura battered, and then it's gonna be piled high like a mountain, and then it's gonna be drizzled with our eel sauce and a little bit of spicy mayo.
So, for those of you who don't like death by rice, this is called the crystal glass roll. It has tempura shrimp, it has crab salad, it has avocado, it's got some lettuce. It's really, really honestly, really healthy looking. And it's on a bed of two types of sauces, like a teriyaki house-made sauce and a yum-yum sauce. Check that out. Look at that, that's great. Okay, so here I go. That was actually really refreshing. It's like I'm eating a salad. I almost feel too healthy eating this. Like, you know, the lettuce is crunching. You don't really taste the shrimp as much as you taste the lettuce, you know? And so it's like really refreshing type of sushi, and it's really light, like extremely light. It is very light sushi. Like I can eat this all day and not get full. So I like it. This next roll is called the Hokkaido mountain roll. And look at it. It is a mountain of sushi goodness. A mountain of goodness. Look at that mountain. And it's like lava coming down the mountain. All right, there you go. Check that out. Ah. It's warm, it's crispy, it's creamy. You're getting like a lot of textures happening at the same time. And it's spicy. The spicy tuna just hit me. The tuna gun is gonna come back at you like a ninja. So just be prepared for the attack.
And finally, let's get to our important part, which is the drinks, right? So on our specialty cocktail list, you're really gonna wanna try out our passion fruit margarita, which is served with Alto's tequila, which is amazing.
All right, so we're trying the passion fruit margarita, which looks pretty good. I'm enjoying it. All right, let's take a taste. So I immediately got obstructed by some of the items that are in there. Let's try it again. Normally with a margarita, you're thinking all this lime and it's gonna really attack my jaw. But it actually did not. The other ingredients that are in there kind of subdued it a little bit, and there's a small hint of passion fruit. Huh, go figure. So this is actually really, really delicious. So it's got a real limey, fruity flavor, and there's some tequila in there, so it's gonna make it feel good.
Okay, guys, this is the Hokkaido brown sugar milk tea. I'm pretty sure that means it has brown sugar in it and milk. I'm gonna give it a shot. Woo! 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 It almost tastes like a caramel. A lot of brown sugar. The milk, I guess it's not really a milk, it's like a non-dairy creamer. Brown sugar. The brown sugar boba is what's getting me.
So we're trying Hokkaido's passion fruit tea. Oh, look, it's right there. It's like at the very bottom. It's looking really nice, actually. Nice color scheme going on here. Okay, so we're gonna put our straw in, swirl it a little bit, and try. Oh, wow. It's a very, very citrusy drink. It's like Evelyn suggests, it's very, very fruity. And then I think what's it called? The boba inside, the popping boba, it's like a kind of mango-ish kind of flavor. And then the juice on the outside, it's a little juice thingy right here. So we'll try the juice itself and not the boba. Yeah, it's kind of it's also kind of mango-ish. More like the citrusy side of mango than the sweeter side. So yeah, and the popping boba is on the sweeter side. So combined, it makes a really like refreshing, really light drink for you to have like during like the summer and stuff like that. It's a pretty like, yeah, it's just overall it's just a really good, refreshing, like cool drink to have with like your friends and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty good.
Okay, so altogether, this was a great experience. It was really, really good to try the ramen, the sushi, try these appetizers. Everything here was delicious. If you want to try this place out, they're open from 11 o'clock to 10 o'clock on the weekdays, and on the weekends, 11 o'clock to 10:30. So definitely come try them out. The food is delicious. They are located right off of Brotherton Highway, right by the Home Depot, right across from the Zaxby's, right next to the Raising Cane's. So yeah, come check them out. You'll like it. Thank you guys for watching, and be sure to subscribe.